Here we go from where we left off, right? Integrating the reaching and the standing. Getting full, warm movement, awareness. Pulling up while we reach back. Give yourself the freedom to go back as far as you need to. No straightening the legs right now. We're just experimenting with how far back we want to push the butt for a little bend in the knee. Right? Straight back. And if I come up, not forgetting our shoulders, reaching, twisting. How do I twist? While my legs direct the motion. If my legs are directing motion, what happens? We're coming back into the legs. How low can I go? Can I touch the earth? Soft neck, everyone. Remember your neck, slight soft tuck. We're just strengthening, lengthening, straightening. Continue to engage your pelvic floor. Let's bend and straighten. The feet are parallel right now. And I'm pushing my heel into the mat while I lift my toe. And I'm very much protecting my knee using the muscles of the leg. I'm not fully pushing that leg straight and back. I'm going to let my feet start swinging out now, right? I'm going to play more with the rotation. Notice how the knee goes forward more? This shouldn't be a problem as long as I'm engaging the strength. And if I don't have strength, well, go down less far, right? Only do what feels good without holding yourself back. Like that, we're coming all the way down. Now, some of us can do this, but some of us cannot do this because of our knees. So we're either going to put our hands behind to support the weight so the knee is okay, or I like to put my hand under because then my elbow gives this nice little push. And I'm just going to start wagging my feet. My heel is up, but I'm going to try to put it down and up, rocking. I'm not putting pressure on my knee. The pressure is on the ball of my feet. And now I'm going to come back to center. I'm going to use my arm strength to do that because I don't want to make my knees take it. And I kind of look like a spider. You can put your elbows in there. Kind of rest on your elbows. Rock back and forth. Great transition to the other side. Again, move that hand back to provide strength so that your knees are not carrying the burden of the weight. Use the whole body. Spider. Spider tall, spider small. How do we find a way to come from this side to this side safely? We'll start by walking your hands. Feet are still parallel. You're not super engaging the legs. you aware of the stretch in the inner leg and thigh? Let's go a little bit more with some intention that you're really pushing from this psoas, pelvic girdle, pushing, okay? Pushing and engaging. Feel the engagement as you extend. This should not be a collapsing of your knee in. This should be a line of strength. All the way from the inner arch of your feet all the way up into, you're not moving from your knees. Your knees are responding to the flexibility of your ankles. If this is difficult for you, it's very clear that your ankles need more flexibility. What else needs flexibility? The hips. How do I compensate? Watch this. You see how the hips are going up and down? I don't really want to stick my butt at you, but I think I have to, sorry. So do you see how, as I do this, my hips are rotating? This is a way my hips are taking the stress off my knees by coming up and out. Okay? This is very powerful example of the hips are like basically moving in and pushing. See that? See how the ankles stay with this flexibility. Where the push is coming from is the hip, and then this push. It's not this. That hurts my knees. But if I push using this, okay? So try that from down. Lift the heels if you need to. Maybe your ankles are not strong enough. Let the ankles work more. Bring your stance in more if you have to. Okay? We're going to walk in with our feet. We're going back on our heels. Toes are up. Walking the feet in. We are going to push the balls of the feet down into the mat and rotate heels in. Bum, bum. When you come to iliac width, which is the most narrow we want to be, start walking your legs back, forward. Remember, the movement comes from the lifting and backward, forward, figure 8 of the hips. Lift back. The knees are not moving by themselves. They're being pushed into movement by the ankles and the hips. You're just responding. These are like passive. Keep moving. We're not holding a stretch here. Okay, hold one side, left leg maybe is bent, and reach the upper body up, breathing, extending, change your legs, feel the full extension of your upper body, as you breathe in and out. You're engaging your standing leg. You're swimming. We love swimming in this class. Really give yourself a chance to integrate your upper body in the full rotations. Come down into a nice low squat. fully plaster the front of your body against your thighs. And start rocking back and forward in a gentle way. Lifting your toes as you fall back on your heels. Use the strength of your arms to balance the weight. Again, this is about strength. You're not moving from the knees, you're moving from the pushing of the balls of the feet, the heels, and extension. With the toes up, landing on your heels, extend or engage all the legs of your feet and your legs. And now bend softly. Try to go down as much as possible without lifting the heels. And come back up. Engage. Lift the toes and engage. Drop the toes. Drop the tailbone. Connect to your breathing all the way down. If you need to lift your heels, do so, but if you can do it without, that's best. Coming up, moving from the inner thighs and the glutes. Engage the legs, lift the toes, fall back on the heels. And drop your head and just breathe really deep. Now get back into your thoracic, put your toes back down, get into your thoracic, and really start to move the upper body. Soft knees now. Lift the feet one at a time, put your hands underneath, and taking the front of your body, your rib cage, plaster it against your thighs, and bend your knees as much as it takes to do that, and pull. Feel some elongation here in the upper body. Okay? Here we go. We're going to go into our nice routine. We're going to be Tai Chi, Kung Fu, Hatha Yoga Warrioresses. I already feel the muscles engaging in the quadriceps. Look how far back my bottom is. My knees are not going over my toes. Just this made my sternum pop. When I come up, I'm coming up from full strengthen the legs. This coming up is coming from the middle line, the quadriceps, the glutes. The knees are pointing straight ahead, the feet are parallel. So we're going to do a few of these lift squats, what I call narrow position, which is your iliacs. So we're going back. Breathe in. Squeezing all, engaging all the legs. Release and drop while we lift the sternum high, shoulder blades back to accommodate in a nice soft chin. Inhaling up. Engage the legs. Engage the glutes. Love those glutes. Let's remember they're there. Inhale, exhale, falling back, a lot of intention. Full engagement, and falling back. Engagement as we lift up, engagement as we're tall and strong. I'm going to do 3 of these faster now, okay, ready? Inhale and exhale. Inhale, engage. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, engage. Exhale. Inhale, engage. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale up, engage. Inhale and exhale with full engagement. Now three at your own pace. One, two. Ooh, did you see my knees buckle? I lost awareness. If your knees buckle, it's here. Okay? You've got to remember your rooted pelvic floor. If your knees go out, what's that? To the glutes. Okay? And Shivaya. Here we go. Up. Rocking side to side. Starting to step wide. Let's go through our shoulders. Same process. Get warmed up a little bit. We're sitting on a chair. We're pulling in and we're sitting on our chair. A lot more glute strength used here. I heard it's fabulous. Very much glute strength at shoulder width. I feel a lot more forward back pushing. Our narrow stance was more in or out of the thigh. Okay. Let's go into some speed. We'll do 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Let's do 3 more. This time engage fully and fall back. Engage fully and fall back. Are you remembering to engage your glutes? I'm not. Now I am. But. Hey, he's making the same sound I am. Okay, ready for this? This is going to be fun. Hips, narrow. Shoulder. Hips, shoulder, square. We're going to do 1, inner, 1 shoulder. And step into the opposite foot to narrow. To shoulder. Narrow. Shoulder. Narrow. Shoulder. The truth is, once you're strong enough, you don't even feel anything. It's the most natural thing in the world to come up. We were designed to do it. At this point, I don't even feel anything. And I kind of think that's how it's meant to be. We're going to do 2 more on each side, okay? 1, 2. Hold it here. And just a little pump. And come up. Shake it out. Squat and come up nice and natural. We're moving into a nice sort of lungy. So there's no right or wrong here either. But let's get back into our upper body so we don't collapse. Work out any tension in your knees by using the ankles and the hips. Okay, we are focusing on the back leg being parallel, the front leg being out, and we are pushing on the back leg side while we push back with the front leg. We're trading pushing. And you're going to feel how the pelvic floor has a role in this pushing. You can feel this engagement of your glutes, your outer hip flexors, and the resistance of the front leg as it roots itself to take the force of that awesomely powerful back leg. And then same thing as this, the natural bending of the knee. See it again. Opposing forces working together, finding their balance in the pelvic floor. What are the hips doing? Options. What happens if they figure 8 during the play of pushing? Personally, when I figure 8 my hips, all my knee pain goes away. When I keep my hips stationary, I notice a lot of pain in my knees. This body that Nikita lives in needs hip movement to avoid knee pain. And now that I know this, Nikita chooses to integrate hip movement. Alright? What about your body? Heel, parallel both feet. Let's do the same thing with both feet parallel. Again, if I just do a static move, I immediately kind of feel a pressure in my knees. I can avoid it by pushing my butt back more, pushing more from the inner thighs. But I do find I need the rounding of my hips to offset the pressure in my knees. What if I'm coming back into a squat? By the way, this is elbow position or hand position, whatever, wide. It's fine. But if I do have knee pressure, it's because I'm not strong enough in my inner thighs to create the push. See, the knees are just going straight back. The knees are not doing this. The knees are going straight back, and it's the pull of the inner thighs pushing, and it's the back muscles of the bottom, and hamstrings and the hip flexors lifting up. So you are down, and you're pushing, pulling. Big glute work here. Big hip flexor work here. Put your hands there and feel like first, turn them on, and then go up. See if that improves the focus on your knees. Works for me. Okay. Trusting you got that rotation for yourself. Again, pushing, pushing. Pushing back, pushing forward. Be a little wider or less wide stance. Again, follow the body. I need the rotation of my hips. Maybe you do too. Maybe you don't. Find your body. Feel good. If the ankles are inflexible, you'll know it because you will feel limited in your ability to bend also. Holding, a little pumping, push, 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 push. This one is on the heels. Starting down. What are we going to do now? Put our heels in and our toes naturally find themselves in this 3-day position. This is called riding horse stance in the martial art community. Engage your legs Bring up on your pelvic floor. Really engage your glutes here. Feel the strength. You might feel cramping in your calves here. This is a very good indication of your cramp strength. From here, we're going to go straight down. This is very much a linear movement. Where do your knees start to feel? It is a direct reflection of how your inner and outer work together. And you might really need to increase your outer hip flexor and glute strength. Because if you put your hands there, you should be feeling an almost constant engagement as you fall down and lift up, as you squeeze back and up. Squeezing back and up. What's happening with the inner thighs, they really want to do this, right? This is a reflection of this. It's also a reflection of weakness here. And that inner pull, we have to resist it by pushing out. We don't push out from the knees. We don't force the hips. We pull from the glutes and the back hip flexor thighs to create that. So we push from this pelvic floor muscle, we push from the inner thigh out, not the knees. We're not pushing the knees out, we are pulling apart the psoas. And we are squeezing up the bottom. This is so important. And if you can only go this far and maintain that, or you fully engage straight, fine. Just do this. Just make sure that you're pulling apart your pelvic floor psoas and you're squeezing up. Find how low you can go, but do not lose your form. And so beside you, keep going. Nice and slow. Just stop at some point. If you need to stop and just rest. You see how straight the back is in this form. You can really, hopefully see, let's see, if you can see. The knee goes back, but it goes back from another beautiful thing to notice with this stance, they call this riding horse stance. This stance, go ahead and rub it out. Whenever you need to rest, don't rest standing, rest in your movement. Keep the joints lubricated. Keep building micro strength. We need this powerful combination of muscles in order to move forward and backwards and side to side. It's a very important muscle connection. Okay? We are going to lift up the toes and alternate running to either side. When you lift the heel, engage the leg. What's going on with the knee? Don't engage beyond the capacity of the knee. If the knee is hurting, that means the quads aren't strong enough to lift up. So then don't engage hard. Engage soft. But if you can engage hard, it really pull out. Very good. If you can feel it, you're coming up enough, you feel the connection all the way here. All the way into here. That's the proper pull-up. Alright? Enough of this. Lift the heels, go forward. Get out. One more move we want to go over. That's our lunge. So, we need to look at our music. I'm pausing, but I am not stopping. Moving into the knowledge of our lunge. Okay, we're back in our push from the back, push from the front. We're just getting wider and wider in a natural way. As we push that back leg and push with the front leg. Remember, I like this figure 8. I I am going to very gently, very lovingly hold my back leg strong. I'm going to play with the opposing force of the ball of my foot pushing my knee straight. The ball of my foot and heel are pushing my knee straight, and my back leg is just holding strong. If I want to come down to the ground, what do? I do lean forward. I rest my weight on my front foot and lower. Just that alone takes so much strength. Come again. Here we go. I'm starting to turn. If I want to come down, I lift the heel and rotate, and I'm coming down to the ground. Very subtle and beautiful. Connect again. What am I doing? I'm pushing my feet to straighten my leg. What's my back leg doing? Well, it's just kind of responding. How do I get forward? I push. I push back. Need a lot of strength and balance in the pelvic core here. Lift the back leg. Let's drop it. Let's lift it. Let's drop it. Lift. Drop. Lift. Jane's dancing outside my window. How cute. Drop. Lift. Drop. How does it feel to lift while we lift the whole body? I have a lot of head going up. Can I push that leg back without letting my head go up? Let's just put our hands on our knees so we can see the mechanics of this. Pushing with the ball of the feet, pushing with the glutes, and now stretching through. Oh my God. Powerful. Try it again. Do not move the upper body even an inch if possible. Let's keep doing that. When you come back to your knee, feel that you need to actively pull the leg forward, because otherwise, this is what happens. If you push back and you just drop the knee, you wind up going further and further back, and you lose your balance. So if you really want to stay like a warrior, that means you have control and equanimity. That means that you know how to push back, pull forward. And that pull forward is coming from here. It's really easy to just let the pooch fall out when we're in these positions. You need to remember. Sometimes I don't have words, just pushing back, pulling forward. Pushing back, pulling forward. Good. Here we are. Same mechanics. We are, as we had in the standing, we are basically rooting the feet into the earth. The back foot is basically resisting. It's the back foot resisting which provides the balance for the front leg, the foot, to push back. Okay? But the same thing is happening where we're getting wider and wider and wider. How do we avoid that? I don't know, let's find out. Do I have a strong pelvic floor? Pushing up. Same. When we come forward, we have to push with the back leg and drop it down while the front leg resists, meaning both are working. If I'm just doing this and letting this back leg do whatever it wants, I'm going to go further and further and further back. But if I want to stay in control, I need this juxtaposition of the push and pull. Okay? The back leg isn't pushing up, it's just resisting against the front leg. It's a Beautiful ballet. I need to rest. It's a lot of work. I'm softly bending my back leg. Now we're going to use both the back and the front leg to lift ourselves up. And you can really see how when you do exercises with a lot of intention and focus, you may not be doing a lot of them. Boy, oh boy, do they work you. Okay? So, I'm in my lunge, and I'm going to use both. And I feel a lot of pull push in the pelvic floor. I'm feeling so many bands and dynamics of outer and inner, forward and back. It's a beautiful experience. How do I get up? I'm going to push. I need to work the other side to give this right side a break. That was powerful. I like breaking this down. Getting stronger than ever before. By now you should just know how to get in these stances and fluid movement. Okay, pushing back, pushing forward. Back, forward. Stay in forward lunge. Our inner thigh pushing out, not the knee. The knee is not the source of movement. I'm going to turn this way. Center myself. And coming straight down to the ground. There we go. Lifting up the back leg without moving my upper body. Pushing back against the heel. Pulling with the quadricep, pushing back against the heel, pulling, pushing, pulling. Let's just do 3, just to even it out. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. Front leg. Remember, the back leg has to be active to hold our stance. It's resisting a forward push. I'm really weak on this side because my hip is really out of alignment on this side, so I always wobble when my right foot leads. Interesting to see. I need so much more focus. Alright, now we're going to go to both legs working together in unison. Okay, and how do we come up? By pushing with the back leg. Woo! What a great breakdown. Let's just shake out. Well, I hope you got as much out of that. Very breakdown technical. And at this point, we'll try to put it into practice in a fun, dancey way. And we will catch our breath and drink some water.